Hi, I'm Steve Endacott, Chief Executive of the On Holiday Group. O-levels, A-levels, degree, accountancy qualifications, never wanted to be an accountant, but saw a route into management. I joined the industry in 1993, 25 years ago, and I joined International Leisure Group, and I was the accountant for Hugh Morgan, another interesting character. I joined the industry because he made me laugh at the interview, and there was lots of young women around with short skirts, and it seemed like a great industry to me. My career history is mainly in mainstream travel. So I started at OLG, I then moved to Air Tours in 1990, just after the Gulf War. And I was Air Tours while expanded in those years between 1997. And I had an unusual role that I was the commercial director, responsible for where we send the aircraft and what prices we charge. And unusually at Air Tours, when people left, you could put your hand up and say, can I do their job? So Richard Carrick left and went overseas for a while, so I took over his role. Paul Evans left, so I took over overseas contracting. I did finance. And broadly, I got an education in how to be an MD. But then a fatal issue occurred. A guy called Peter Rothel turned up, and the fatal problem about Peter, he was young and he was good. But more importantly, he had my job. So that sort of caused a blockage, and I thought, well, where do I go if we've got a young guy there who's doing a good job? And I got seduced to go to Carlson Companies, which is a very interesting move because my first experience had been sat in the garden. That's where a company pays you to do nothing for a year so you can't work for a competitor. If you can get a job like that, take it. So I did that for a year, joined Carlson. We ended up selling that very quickly to Thomas Cook. And ironically, that came together with Flying Colours and formed Thomas Cook Holidays. So I know a lot of people in the Thomas Cook organisation. I know a lot of people in the TUI organisation from my ILG days. And generally, I've been around the circuit. Went to the States in 1998 to be VP for travel and spend a lot of money on the internet and developing the internet. And believe me, we wasted a lot of money. But fortunately, it wasn't my money. And in that process, I had a great education at the very beginning of the internet about how it may change the UK industry. So I came back in 1999 and did my own business, backed by the Endacott family, who own Monarch Airways, and created a business called Holidays by Phone, which is a big call centre business. But I had a very unusual contract where 4 days a week I worked for the call centre, 1 day a week I could do other businesses. Endacott had first option, but if they didn't take it, I could still do them. And at that point, we launched Holiday Taxis, we launched Rock Insurance, we launched Click with Technology, all with one desk outside my office. And they've grown into substantial businesses. I did Holidays by Phone until 2003, and then David Crosland, who hadn't talked to me since I left Air Tours, came back, tapped me on the shoulder and said, come back, run, go in places, run Air Tours, run the internet business. And it was my dream job. Even my mum was happy that I was going back to a proper job and rather than running my own business. The only problem was, it took me 4 months to get out and sell the Holidays by Phone to Endacott. And when I arrived, we hit the rail buffers very quickly, and my travel went into meltdown. So instead of joining a business I intended to lead forward, I joined a business that I was desperately paddling to keep afloat. And I did that for a year and hated every moment, to be honest. A great learning experience, but not the best time of anybody's career when you're in that so much of difficulty. And on Monday afternoon, stroke evenings, we used to disappear at 4 o'clock and play golf. And I used to play golf with the purchasing director, Bill Adam. And as you can imagine, he owed lots and lots of hoteliers money, and he wasn't having a good time either. So we played golf, we talked about it, and we said, if we weren't here, what would we do? And we came up with the concept of the On Holiday Group. And we took the brave decision to jump, leave corporate life, and go and set our own business up again.